them rather to Rosebank.
Yes.
How would that work if you are not being assisted by someone at Rosebank police station? How would it work after so much time has passed since the operation? How did you conceive it would work?
Because I was worried that it's me who came up with this information. That means it has to be me also who closed it. So all I wanted was the stones to be booked at the police station, so that when they want the SAP 13 number, they will get it, and the stones as well.
Were you planning to give your 22,000 rand share back to, and was there the agreement that everybody would give back their money to Simon?
I wouldn't mind to do so as well.
No, it's not a question of you minding. It is how was it going to work? And maybe let me premise my question with where I'm coming from. It seems to me that your plan could only work if you corrupted somebody at Rosebank police station to be part of this scheme. It seems that's the only way it could work. That's why I'm asking you, how would you do it? Time has passed. You've all taken the money and done with it whatever you wanted to do with it, or what you've done with it. You now say we will complete an SAP 13 that will then be taken to Rosebank, and then it's registered as if these stones came to Rosebank straight from an operation. In my mind, that works only if someone at Rosebank police station assists you in a corrupt way or in an unlawful way. That's why I'm asking, how did you conceive that your scheme to fix this would work practically?
Oh, okay. On my mind, I just wanted Mr. General to bring back the stones. Then we'll go to the police station and tell them that after they received those stones at that flat, they didn't book them on that time. Can they book them now? So, but it was just for me to take chances. No, not that it was going to be successful at the end of the day.
All right.
Witness K, we're still on page 5 of your chats.
Okay.
Please go to the final block at the bottom.
Okay.
This
Yes,
is a
I'm
message.
there.
You see, thank you. You see, this is a message appearing on the left, sent to you by Officer Stalls. You indicate just above, you said, please be calm, we'll sort this out. You've explained what you meant by that. Officer Stalls then replies and says, I hope so, because all of this is killing us. She says, I don't want to sit in jail. Who will look after my daughter? She then says, so I will appreciate all the help. She continues on to say, Ken's is so depressed, he is drinking like crazy. Who is Ken's a reference to? I see it's in capital letters. Who's Ken's a reference to? Please, sorry?
It's McKenzie.
It's Officer Mackenzie.
It's Officer McKenzie. Yes.
Thank you. She continues on to say, and the other guy, Etienne, he is thinking about ending his life. It's bad. Do you know, is that a reference to Etienne van der Walt, who you met at Nando's that day? Nando's on the day in February. Witness K?
Yes, it's I'm saying Etienne, it's the guy who was in civilian clothes.
Even though in an earlier part of your statement you referred to him as Andy.
And yes.
Could you then go to The next page?
And isn't Andy van der Walt? Etienne,
It's Etienne van der Walt, Commissioner.
I thought in.
Yes,
Am I wrong?
I just put the question to the witness to say she did refer to him as Andy van der Walt, but who does she understand Etienne here to be? And the witness
I see.
indicated.
I see.
Yes. Thank you, Witness K. Please turn over to page 6.
Okay, I am there.
Thank you. Page 6 details some communication between you and Officer Stolz, but could I please draw your attention to the black block at the bottom of the page, just under the date 9th May 2023. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. And Officer Stolz says to you, "Morning, my friend. Please let me know if that SAP 13 can be sorted. Pretty please. I hope you are warm." You see that?
Yes,
So,
yes, I do.
Witness K, just in reference to your exchange earlier with Commissioner Baloyi, the purpose of an SAP 13, it's a register, correct, in a police station where you log seized goods. Is that correct?
Yes.
So how would it be possible for you to sort out the SAP 13 in May of 2023 when the events that happened in Kelani happened in February, some few months back?
I was going to let Keisha start to take chances as long as we have the stones with us.
But
Then
witness,
he can.
please continue.
And then she can come up with a story that after they got the stones, maybe something else came up quickly. She had to go back to the area, and she's been meaning to come back this side, but with fail or something. I don't know.
Witness Kate, does that answer make sense when you consider the importance of chain of command? Meaning it's important that you log seized goods into SAP 13 as soon as possible because you're attempting to secure the goods, the evidence that you've seized. So could there ever be an incident where you justifiably hold on to seized goods for almost 3 months and then after the fact attempt to log them? What can be said then about that chain of custody and ensuring the integrity of those seized goods?
That was a wrongdoing.
Can I just ask a follow-up?
Just explain this. I think a question by Commissioner Baloyi touched on this, but I think I need clarity. How exactly were you expecting to get these stones from Mr. Sermon? Were you just going to say, "Oh, please give us the stones back," and with the hope that he would give them to you? How exactly did you expect to get them?
I was going to explain to him that the case has been opened regarding those stones. So can he bring the stones back if he still has in his possession?
Assuming that he
If
still
not,
had,
can he make
assuming that he still had them, you expected him to just take them out from wherever they were and just give them to you like that?
It was just to try the luck. Just
So he would have donated the 110,000 rand to you then?
if Mr. Jengo wanted his money back, we give it back to him and he brings back the stones.
Yes, Witness K, looking at those chats on page 6, it seems to me that this SAP 13 issue was going to work the other way around. Stolz was expecting you to attend to the SAP 13 and to tell her once you have done so. And it goes back to Commissioner Baloyi's question, that the only way you could do this is by corrupting an officer at Rosebank Police Station to create a fraudulent SAP 13 entry. That's really what you had in mind, because nowhere in these chats are you saying Stolz is the one that must attend to the SAP 13. Do you want to comment?
Okay, after I if I manage to get the stones back, I was going to tell him that I'm not the one who went to Rosebank Police Station on the day of the 11th of February. So when she writes the SAP 13, she needs to go back to them and tell them that on this certain day I was here and something came up, just another lie on top of problems as well, just for us to book those stones back.
I can tell you now, Witness K, that what you are saying does not make sense, and it seems like you are not being truthful to us. What you had in mind was that you were going to corrupt a SAPS official, either at one of the Joburg police stations or at Rosebank, to create a fraudulent entry so that that can be given to IPID to create a facade that these exhibits were booked in February of 2023. Because an entry that is created in May was not going to explain the chain of custody from February until May, which is a period of 3 months. The only way this makes sense if something fraudulent was done to create a fraudulent entry, and that could only be done if an officer was corrupted to create that entry in SAPS's books. Do you agree?
Yes, I hear you, Commissioner.
Do you agree? She hears
No,
me.
I don't have it.
Sorry, Chair.
I'm sorry.
Do you agree? It's different. Hearing me and agreeing with what I said are two different things. Do you agree that the only way this could make sense is if somebody was corrupted and a fraudulent entry was created?
It's just that, okay, the way you put it, it does make sense, but it's just that I don't have anyone inside that I could have communicated with for that person to help us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Witness K, we are on page 7. I'm just going to draw your attention to some messages I'd like to discuss with you there. If you have a look at 1032, you see some hearts there from Officer Stolz. You see them?
Yes, I do.
And those hearts follow on just above a message where you said, "Hi, babes, okay, will do." You see that?
Yes, I do.
And so if you read your "Hi, babes, will do," if you read it in reference to the earlier message from Officer Stolz, where she says, "Please let me know if the SAP 13 can be sorted, pretty please." So when you say,
Yes.
"Babes, okay, will do," you are referring to the SAP 13 being sorted. Is that right?
I can say after I received the stones, that's where I will tell him that at least we are on the verge to sort out the SAP 13.
And by sorted out, do you mean obtaining it and attempting to log the stones?
Yes, obtain the stone first and then we can do the SAP 13 after.
Witness K, just under the message with the hearts emoji that you received from Officer Stolz, she sends you a message at 12:05. That's the timestamp there. She says, "I also need to sit with you or get your input on the statement I have to give when we get the SAP 13. She then, in the next message, says to you, please, when you can give me an update, my friend, my nerves are finished. Are we together there?
Yes, I do.
And the reference at 12:05 to a statement, it's that warning statement that Inspector Magagula had demanded by the 12th.
Yes,
Is that
Advocate.
correct? Thank you. If you go lower down,
Sorry. And what exactly do you think she was referring to when she was talking about getting the SAP 13? Is that the register, or is that what having an entry in the register? What exactly do you think, or did you think at the time she was talking about? What was
Okay.
open
Can I-
quote getting the SAP 13 close quote? I'm not asking you about what you understand now, but about what you understood then.
I'm sorry, Chairperson, can you repeat the question?
She says, I also need to sit with you or get your input on the statement I have to give when we get the SAP 13. I want to know what exactly she was referring to when she was talking about the SAP 13. Was that the register, or was that an entry in the SAP 13 register? What exactly was getting the SAP 13? What was she talking about?
Maybe how are we going to write that SAP 13? Why they were booked after so long?
I'll leave it. I wanted to know what SAP 13 is. Is it the register, or is it an entry in the register?
Okay, SAP 13, it's a register book where after we confiscated everything, that's where we write them in.
No, I
and
know.
we register.
Sorry, Witness K. I know what an SAP 13 register is. Talking about I just wanted to get an idea of what. But if you can't answer my question, it's fine.
thank you, Chair. Witness K, can I ask you to go to the bottom half of page 7?
Okay.
We'll see that there are some missed calls between yourself and Officer Stolz, but I would like to draw your attention to the message with the timestamp 13:33. Do you see that message? 33
Yes, I
minutes
do.
past 1. Officer Stolz sends you a message saying, Kenzie called me now. He said that Magagula even download our phones without a warrant. In the next message box, it says, but it's all rumors, but still this man, he is really do bad things and thinks he can do what he wants and get away with it because he is iPad. Your response immediately thereafter, you say, let's allow him to do as he please. We under his shadow. Now we need to beg him. You see that?
Yes.
Did you ever reach out to Mr. Magagula? Did you ever beg
No.
him, as you say there? No.
No, I didn't.
If we flip over the page to page 8,
Okay, I'm here.
Officer Stolz says to you, we've tried to do everything to get him to stop and he won't. She says he is out for our blood. We think he is working with EMPD to get us out. What do you understand by he's out for blood?
Yes, I think he wanted the arrest.
And where she says to you, we think he's working with EMPD to get us out. What did you understand
No,
that to mean?
No, I don't.
You don't know what it means when she says we think he's working with EMPD to get us out?
No, I don't.
Do you see, if we scroll down a little bit, Officer Stolz then says to you, I am scared at 13:36.
Yes, I see.
There's some messages between you two, but she says there at 13:36, I'm scared. And she then says in the message thereafter, but we must still do the SAP 13 thing because he always looks harder after people go to see him. Do you see that message?
Yes, I do.
The reference there to he always looks harder, that's a reference to Mr. Magagula, is it not?
Yes.
And when she says after people go to see him, do you know what she meant by that?
No, I don't.
All right. Just to wrap up then the balance of the page, you can see again, Officer Stoll says to you at 7:14 that she needs to speak to you, it's urgent. And she reaches out to you again at the bottom of the page on the 10th of May, and she asks you again, hi dear, have you heard anything? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Witness K, if you turn over the page.
Before you turn over the page, what was she talking about when she said, have you heard anything? She obviously was expecting something from you, feedback from you. So what is she talking about?
I think she wanted to know if I managed to get the stones or have I heard anything from my office that Magagula is looking for me. It should be between those two. I can't remember now.
You're saying it's one of the two?
Yes.
Because that's what you were discussing, you and her.
Yes. That Magagula is looking for us and
Okay,
the story of the SAPD.
all right, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Witness K, still on the bottom there of page 8, there is, right under the text that says, hi dear, have you heard anything? Immediately under that, do you see that box there with the...
Yes, I do.
Yes, with a triangle and the initials KJ there. That reflects a voice note,
Yes.
a voice recording, does it not?
Yes, it is.
Do you recall what that voice note said?
No, I can't remember.
Can I...
No, I can't remember.
If you turn over to page 9, please, Witness K.
Okay.
There seems to be some text that's cut off at the top of the page at 16:36.
Okay.
But immediately thereafter, at 16:41, Officer Stoll says to you, I know why Magagula is pushing these things against us. EMPD is putting pressure on him because they want us gone. Is there a way to ask him if we resigned, will it make his life easier? You then respond and you say, okay, let me ask. So, did you ever ask? And who did you ask?
Can I read it again? I'm sorry.
Page 9.
It's the second message. Is there a way to ask him if we resigned, will it make his life easier? That's Officer Stolz asking you, talking about Magagula, and then you say, okay, let me ask. And you're being asked, did you ever ask?
No, I didn't.
Thank you. Witness K, the message immediately thereafter in the sequence.
Maybe before you do the message, immediately thereafter. You see, this last message from Stolz, is there a way to ask him if we resigned? And your response, they suggest that you are speaking to Mr. Magagula. Otherwise, that response from you doesn't make sense at all. You say, okay, let me ask. And you have consistently been saying to the evidence leader that you never reached out to Mr. Magagula, but here it suggests that you do have access to him or a way of speaking to him, either directly or through somebody else. But that response there is an indicator that you do have access to speak to him or an ability to put that question to him. Otherwise, you would have said, I have no way of asking. You say, okay, let me ask. So I think I have the same concern as expressed by Commissioner Khumalo earlier, that it seems you're not telling us everything there is to tell about what happened here and your engagements. And,
Okay, I think I was-
and I say this starting from, you were given the business card of Mr. Magagula. There has to be a reason why you were given that business card. It wasn't just so that you have it. It was given to you for a purpose. It has his telephone number, so there's a good reason that Ms. Stolz thought to give you that business card. But then this communication and the latest that we are looking at now indicates or suggests, let me say, suggests that you do have a way of getting communication to Mr. Magagula. Otherwise, this doesn't make sense. Do you want to comment?
No, okay, yeah. With Officer Keisha, she wanted me to communicate with Magagula, and I didn't. I waited for him to communicate with me. I didn't make any contact with Magagula. So here, when I say let me ask, I don't know who. Maybe I wanted to ask so that if they resign, will it be easy for them or not? But I just can't remember when I wrote this. I meant to ask somebody else or to ask or to agree to her that yes, I will ask Magagula. But I never had any communication with Magagula.
May not have had communication with even if you didn't have communication with Mr. Magagula, but your response suggests that you do have an in. There is someone that you believe as you respond that you can speak to and ask them that question. That's what this response means. And even if it were accepted that you don't remember now who you had in mind, but you look at that communication now, you have to accept that it does suggest that you had somebody in mind, whether Mr. Magagula or another person that you say you don't remember, but it suggests on its face that you had somebody in mind that you thought you could ask this question or you could pose this question to. Can you at least accept that's